In Edinburgh, mother is fighting in support of a current House bill that would expand the legislation to allow more people access and use of medical marijuana.
And that includes her 7-year-old daughter, who suffers from multiple seizures every day. CBS 4's Imelda Mejia has her story.
Pictures of princesses and pink bows decorate 7-year-old Leila Izaguirre's room, but her room is also filled with something most children don't have.
Leila currently is on 3 anti-seizure medications, but she still suffers from seizures.
Leila began having seizures when she was just 1 week old. This video captures the end of a small seizure Leila had when she was 4 years old. As a developing child, every time she has a seizure, Leila suffers a little bit of brain damage.
She could have 20 seizures a day and none of them would be a medical emergency unless she stops breathing.
Leila has a form of epilepsy known as Lennox-Gastaut syndrome. Leila would have more than 100 seizures a day, but she doesn't qualify to use cannabis oil under current law because with a combination of 3 medications, she can lower her seizures to 35 a day. Her mom would prefer that she take the cannabis oil rather than the prescribed drugs with deadly side effects.
This is basically Leila, like, this is what it is. This is how bad what the seizures did.
Governor Greg Abbott signed the Texas Compassionate Use Act in 2015. Under it, doctors are allowed to prescribe cannabis oil to some epilepsy patients, but the act left many in the dark, including veterans suffering from PTSD.
We want to educate the public. What we want to show people is that there are medicinal uses. There are other ways to see this natural plant as a form of healing.
I know I've heard many times, like, how do you know her seizures are going to go away with the cannabis? How do you know it's going to work? Well, there's been there's actually other children that we've seen and we've heard of that have the exact same syndrome that she has, and it has worked. And that's the reason why we are pushing, to try.
Under Texas House Bill 2107, the list of people who can use cannabis as a form of medicine would grow, including people who suffer from chronic pain to intractable nausea. The bill had a hearing earlier this week, but was left pending in committee. Leila's mom says she will continue fighting for others to support her in saving her daughter's life.
She obviously is not gonna, grow up and get married and do all this other stuff, but the fact that she won't, I don't have to see my daughter pass away because of the side effects from the medication, like I want to see her grow, just like any other parent wants to see their child grow up. I don't want to lose her to, the fact that we're trying to control her seizures.
In Edinburgh, Imelda Mejia, CBS 4 News and ValleyCentral.com.
House Bill 2107 is currently pending in committee. A total of 5 representatives from the Rio Grande Valley have now signed on as co-authors of the bill.